morning, everyone. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's Thursday, May 7, 2026. Looking out the window here, still kind of cloudy. We've got a little fog. Rain down around South Alabama, but that is moving over into Georgia. And for us here in Central Alabama, it looks like maybe a little later on today we could see some sunshine, a high of about 71. A few clouds around tomorrow. 73 will be the daytime high. Doesn't look bad for Saturday, partly sunny. A high of 78. And for Mother's Day, may want to make some indoor plans with a 60% chance of rain and a high of 80. So that's what we're looking at. Glad that you're with us this morning.
Sounds like an 80% chance your mother's going to be disappointed. Sorry about that.
I don't know, 60. I don't know. Maybe we've got a few days to go. Maybe in the coming days that'll change.
What are you doing for your mom for Mother's Day?
Well, Mom's in South Florida,
I know.
and I sent her a little something. I don't want to say because sometimes she listens.
Sure.
And watches on YouTube. So good morning, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
But I don't want to say what it is
How
yet.
are you?
I took care of Mom.
You don't want to ruin it. Yeah. Nobody wants to spoil that great surprise.
No, don't. Yeah, so don't make me say what it is.
I wasn't going to make you say anything.
Okay.
What kind of person do you think I am?
Been taken care of. Be looking for it tomorrow, Mom.
Everybody loves a good Pandora bracelet. That's all I'm saying.
Not what it is, but keep guessing.
Sure. No, somebody texted us and said, is anybody else creeped out by the Children of the Corn ads that Pandora is running right now?
I'd be freaked out by any Children of the
I don't
Corn
know that
ad. I
I've
don't
seen
care
it.
what it's for.
I haven't. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen them.
Have you?
They pop up here in the morning sometimes on our, when we're watching ABC 3340, they'll be, Mom, I think. Yeah, we're like, ooh, that's just creepy. That
I'll
kid
have
is
to look out for it. I've not seen it. Maybe I've seen it and didn't even realize it was a Pandora ad.
You only got a couple more days to go of these ads running, and I think they're
I think I just pulled up something. Yeah, I think I have seen it.
You have seen it, yeah. It's a little creepy. I see where they're coming from. I mean, look, it's difficult to persuade because you're trying to get people like children and husbands to become proactive when it comes to buying something for their mom or their significant other. And these are two of the least proactive people that you're going to run across. Husbands are kind of like, well, don't you usually take care of that, honey? What, you want me to buy my own Mother's Day present? Maybe.
Yeah, I might not be opposed
You know what
to
you
that.
like?
Would you? Yeah, really. Of course,
homemade card, those go a long way.
For me, when I was married to a stay-at-home mom, Father's Day would come and I'd be like, let's see what I bought me with my money this year. You know, I mean, whatever it was they gave me, it came out of my bank account. So, yay me. Way to go, Dad.
It's just,
I know. It's the thought that, yeah, sure. Yeah, the thought.
It is that you thought of it.
Thought that
yeah,
counts.
That's really
blah,
what matters.
Blah, blah. Work Trucks is downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South. Mom would love a work truck this year.
She would.
Sure. I mean, if she's a rough and tumble gal who likes to
tell you what, some of those trucks are awesome. You can load all the kids up in that thing.
Absolutely.
Forget the SUV. That truck works great.
That's right. You get one of them there crew cabs.
Oh, my goodness.
You're covered, baby. And you can throw a load of dirt in the back, too.
Yeah.
Give it a try. It's Work Trucks downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South, where they scour the country, bring them in from all over, put them through a 125-point inspection, and then put them on the lot at a great low price. Outfitted the way you want. Would you like a ladder rack? Would you like a winch on it? Do you want tie downs? What is it you're looking for? They can make it happen, including toolboxes and whatnot. They have a lot of whatnot there. Just ask. It's Work Trucks downtown, 2324 3rd Avenue South, or online at WorkTrucks with an X, LLC.com. Work Trucks, where they are all about trucks. All right. It's 9:09. Is it time for this guy?
It's Steve's turn.
So about this time yesterday, we learned that Ted Turner had passed away, born Robert Edward Turner III, November 9th, 1938, in Cincinnati, Ohio, to the son of a billboard businessman. Ended up moving the family to Savannah, Georgia, when Ted was only 9. Finished his primary schooling at a college prep school in Chattanooga, Tennessee, before moving on to college at Brown University. There he was the VP of the debate union, the captain of the university's sailing team. At first, he said he majored in the classics of Greek and Roman literature and culture, but when he told his father about that, he said his father had something of a fit. So Turner felt pressure to change it. He did so and changed it to economics, but he didn't graduate. He got expelled from Brown for having a young lady in his dorm room. So Turner then went on to join the U.S. Coast Guard Reserve before things in Vietnam got too hot and heavy, fulfilled his military duties, and then he returned to Georgia, where his father named him the general manager of the business branch in Macon, Georgia. He advanced to the presidency of the company when his father committed suicide in 1963, took over Turner Advertising Company at the ripe old age of 24. The company he was handed was one of only a few, really, and had, according to Turner later, a virtual monopoly on the billboards in Savannah, Macon, and Columbus, Georgia, as well as Charleston, South Carolina. But Turner saw another opportunity to expand the business and started to buy radio stations around the South. After acquiring several, he said he got an opportunity that prompted to sell most of those stations, and in return he took the money and bought a small, struggling TV station in Atlanta, Georgia, Channel 17. He changed the call letters to WTCG, which was shorthand at the time for the Turner Communications Group, but he used it really as a kind of a station slogan as well, which stood for Watch This Station Grow. He picked up what he could, either public domain or really cheap to air, went from old movies to cartoons and old TV shows. 1972, he got the rights to air both the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Hawks baseball and basketball games. He'd used the profits to buy a Charlotte TV station later that year, changed those call letters to his own initials, WRET. Turned a failing radio or TV station into a profit maker. It became an NBC affiliate in 1978. But he said his big break came in 1976 when the FCC allowed Turner to transmit the content of Channel 17 in Atlanta up to satellites in order to be distributed to local cable companies. So he rechristened the station the Superstation. And as cable began to grow, Turner became rich enough to also buy the Atlanta Braves that bicentennial year, and the very next year bought the Atlanta Hawks as well. He also tried to spur something in on the Braves in 1977 by putting himself in as the manager on the May 11th, 1977 game against Pittsburgh. The Braves lost, and NL president Chub Feeney told him he couldn't own and manage the club. Turner protested that decision. He was prepared to manage again the next day, but Major League Baseball Commissioner Bowie Kuhn said Chub Feeney was right. The owner is barred by Major League Baseball rules from both owning and managing or playing for any team. So, yeah, managing career ends at 0-1. Sorry. Back to 1978, he struck a deal with MIT to get their campus radio station to switch their call letters so he could gain TBS, the Ford Turner Broadcasting System. That same year, he switched the Atlanta TV station to those call letters. And he also had the idea for a new cable channel. He was told the initial investment would be between $15 and $20 million, so he sold his Charlotte television station for $20 million and got things rolling on what's now the CNN Worldwide headquarters in downtown Atlanta. One more CNN note, you may have heard rumors of a Ted Turner-voiced CNN Doomsday video. Yes, that rumor is true. It begins with the words, quote, "We won't be signing off until the world ends." You can go find that, I think, now on YouTube. Turner continued to expand his company out, even attempting to buy CBS at one point in time, but when that fell through, he then bought the movie studio MGM UA. He kept the rights to their pre-purchase film and TV library before he sold the studio lot off to Lorimar Telepictures. Think about this. This gave him a library of over 2,000 films that he could then air on the Superstation, and then got more money by syndicating them out to other stations around the country. But he also tried something pretty controversial, taking old black and white classics, for example, Casablanca, and airing colorized versions of it. That's one of the things that helped prompt the Library of Congress to form the National Film Registry to preserve those old films and TV shows. In 1986, tried to get a sports competition together to rival the Olympics called the Goodwill Games. In 1988, small purchase turned into World Championship Wrestling, created a rivalry with the WWF, which later and is currently called the WWE. Turns out in 2001, WWE purchased WCW. Then he shocked the world when he decided to merge his Turner Broadcasting System with Time Warner Communications. This was 1996. Turner got installed as the vice chairman of the new company, but when decisions were made, such as spinning off the WCW and replacing him as the head of the cable networks, this happened when AOL jumped in, by the way, Turner ended up resigning as the vice chairman in 2003 and then stepped down from the board in 2006. Turner said he was the biggest shareholder when AOL did become part of that company, but that was right before the dot-com bubble burst, and when that happened, Turner's stock value dropped some $7 billion. He was asked sometime later about maybe trying to buy some of his old properties back, and he said in response that drop in value meant he couldn't afford to get his old properties back out of that deal. As one might imagine, Turner, who professed to grow up conservative, somehow turned very liberal. CNN followed that lead, and he backed many liberal candidates over the years. Later admitted that he did once consider running for president. That was 2018, but noted that his then wife, Jane Fonda, said that she would leave him if he ran. He didn't run. She left him anyway. He was also known for his sailing exploits. He actually won the America's Cup in 1977 as well. In all, Turner was married 3 times, all ended in divorces, has 5 children from the first 2. In 2018, during an interview for CBS on Sunday Morning Show, he revealed he'd been diagnosed with Lewy body dementia. Earlier this year, got hospitalized with pneumonia, but recovered enough to return to his home, and it was there that he passed away, at his home in Jefferson County, Florida. Ted Turner was 87 years old.
87 years old. Amazing. First off, he lived with Lewy body dementia for 7 years, which is a long time.
Yes.
A lot of people decide not to do that, like Robin Williams, for instance. Others are diagnosed and they die a year later or 2, as was the case with Mark Volman from the Turtles. Overall, though, I think we owe a debt of gratitude to Ted Turner. He was kind of the Elon Musk of his era, if you think about it.
Some ways, yeah.
He was doing stuff that nobody had thought of, like, hey, this channel could be broadcast everywhere. Nobody had thought of that. WTBS was the first, then WGN, and then there was one out of New York that I didn't ever get.
WOR.
WOR. I never got that one, but I did get.
Seem to remember getting it at one point in time, but
I think you had to be up the East Coast or in that area. But I picked up. I got TBS in a couple of different places that I lived. So I, became a Braves fan out of nowhere. You didn't have a choice. I also really loved some Andy Griffith. Love me some Andy Griffith, and he kept that playing because he said this is what made us who we are. So we're going to keep
Very Americana.
rolling with this. And then the idea of a 24-hour news network. Who thought of that?
I don't know.
Where would that have come from?
he said it actually, I did read at some point in time, he actually got pitched that a couple of years before he actually decided to go ahead and do it, and he said nobody was going to watch that. And then somehow somebody came up with a better sales pitch, and he was like, okay, let's do it.
Why not try it? No one had done it before.
At one time, CNN was, the bomb diggity.
It was.
And it really was the first Gulf War that put them on the map, you recall. Everybody was tuning in to watch the war live on TV, something we really hadn't had a chance to do ever before.
And then we got somebody by the name of the Scud Stud.
The Scud Stud
Yes.
happened along.
Again, I think a lot of people thought, how are you going to do 24 hours of news? I mean, there's news, and all we knew was the 30-minute newscast.
Right.
That's all we knew.
Well, the answer was you cycle it around again in 30-minute segments. And then, you could do some longer form stuff. You could do like a 10-minute story on something, and you'd insert some of those in here and there. But for the most part, they didn't expect you to sit and watch CNN for 24 hours. A lot of us did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in music radio at the time, and I would go home and turn on CNN and just sit there fascinated by what was going on. Whether it was the war or not, I was just like, I've never seen anything like this.
It was like real-time TV all the time.
It was truly amazing stuff.
It was.
So for him to have come up with that, and not all of his ideas worked like Elon Musk, the colorization of movies.
But if you don't try
it was exciting, and then
Right.
later it became like, you're ruining these classics. Stop it right now.
If you don't give it a shot, then you don't know whether,
Right.
Sometimes you just got to throw it out there and see if it works.
One of the things that I have not yet read in any of his obituaries, but I found it fascinating, was that he dedicated I was going to give $1 billion to the UN. And he was going to do it over 10 years, $100 million a year. And then that huge drop in stock you mentioned took place, and he went, you know what? Deal's off. Never mind, I don't have $1 billion to give away any longer.
There you go.
But he did it for about 3 or 4 years. And I remember looking at that and going, oh, Ted, I thought you were conservative. The UN sucks. What are you doing?
No.
That was when he was drifting. He was already drifting.
Well,
in
and
that
at
direction.
one point in time, he espoused the idea that China had it right when it came to the limiting the number of children people could have, because he
does.
felt like we needed to limit the population of the world.
I think they're right, though.
like,
I do.
whatever.
Mostly when I'm eating out. That's when I mostly feel like that needs to happen. Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158. When you have a tree that needs to come down, these are the guys you want to call, because they're going to do it fast, they're going to do it safe, they're going to do it right, and they're not going to charge as much as the other guys. That's really all you need to know, because they are 100% licensed, bonded, insured. They will staple all that to the back of your very low estimate. They can also just trim the tree up if you just don't want to take it all the way down, but you go, these limbs are everywhere, and they're going to come down if we don't do something about it. They can do that for you. They're experts at that. They can also give you, tips on how to save the tree if it's savable, and you would like to do that. They can make that happen. Or they can take it all the way down to the ground, grind up the stump, cut everything up, and haul it away. However you want to do it, Alabama Tree Pros is at your beck and call. 308-4158. Find them online at alabamatreepros.com. Woohoo! Love me some pedal steel guitar. 926 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk99.5.com. Couple of quick notes for you here. We mentioned it earlier. Legendary singer Bonnie Tyler rushed to the hospital for emergency intestinal surgery. She has a home in Faro, Portugal, where she was admitted and is now recuperating after surgery went well. If you were in Portugal, would you go to the hospital in Portugal? I guess if you didn't have a choice, you'd be like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's where you got to go if it's an emergency intestinal surgery.
Cut me open. She remained popular in Europe throughout the 1990s, later competed in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2013, representing the UK. With the song Believe in Me, she continued to perform throughout the 2020s and is on the Jubilee Tour, celebrating 50 years since her start in the music industry. You wouldn't know it, but before she had her vocal cords worked on, she had a beautiful voice, a very soft and sultry voice. And then she had some nodes problems and had that surgery, and then it's a heartache.
That is a great voice.
Yeah, I mean, she made it work for her, and that song's so popular. Rod Stewart sang it when he was in concert here. I mean, I was shocked. It was the third song he sang, and I was like, is he singing a Bonnie Tyler song? What?
Sure is.
And then afterward he goes, a lot of people thought that was me. A lot of people mistook that for me. No, but it's a great song. I'm doing it nowadays. Police were called to the home of Frankie Valli, 92 years old, over an alleged domestic dispute. Apparently, Frankie and his son, Elliot, have got a restraining order against his other son, 38-year-old Francesco. And apparently he showed up at the door, was banging on it, wanted to come in. They called the cops. No report was taken. Francesco went away, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Can you imagine Frankie Valli dialing 911? Hi, I need some help here.
He's 91.
Somebody
it's
let me
92. It's like, come on.
Me. Help me. Is this the guy from The Fly? Help me. Help me.
Could be, yeah.
That's awful, though. Come on. Your dad's 92 years old.
And everyone's still counting on him. He still tours. Disney is shifting the Galaxy's Edge attraction back to the original Star Wars trilogy. They opened it up. They had these bizarre ideas. It was going to be like this. It was going to be in a gap between two of the sequel movies, I think 7 and 8. And it was going to be like a role-playing thing. And they had, characters, BB-8, Rey, all this. And then they had like this different music playing over the sound system. It was custom tracks and everything. And the whole thing was just dying 1,000 deaths. People were like, I don't get this. I don't like this. I don't want this. I don't know what this is. So they brought Darth Vader back April 26th of this year, actually. I say they brought him back. He'd never been there before. He made his debut April 26th. Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker. They're playing the traditional music over the sound system, and now suddenly everybody wants to go.
Yeah, there you go.
Because if you got to watch only one Star Wars movie, so you can watch one, it would be Episode 4 of The New Hope, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
I mean, that's the original one, the one that put you. Yeah. I mean, I might go with Empire Strikes Back, but
everybody remembers that first one.
Choice,
yeah.
But the boy, Animal Farm died at the box office in a hard way last weekend, man. $3.6 million.
Ow.
Yeah. Angel Studios really screwed this thing up about 6 different ways. Bless their hearts, as we say in the South.
That one's kind of hard to screw up, isn't it?
Well, they changed the story, so that's bad right there. Don't change the story of a classic George Orwell story, and then they used a lot of woke Hollywood actors in it. Where you're like, hold on a second, why do you have these people doing this? If they know who your audience is and play to them is what it comes down to.
You would think Angel Studios would know that.
You'd think. Apparently not.
Don't go down that road.
All right. Got some food talk coming up next. Stick around. I clap on 1 and 4, which is weird. 936 Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Dixon Vining and you every weekday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. And then we hand things off to
Skippy
and his little pal Jimbo. Make sure you're here for that and Leland Live and everything that comes after that. The Alabama Men's Clinic is in the business of getting your testosterone back where it needs to be. It really is amazing how much better you can feel when your testosterone is between that 600 and 900 level where it's supposed to be. Because if you fall too much below that, you get down into the 400s or 300s, suddenly you're draggy, suddenly you can't get yourself out of bed in the morning, you can't wait to get back to bed in the afternoon or the evening as the case may be. You know, dinner is just a chore and then it's TV time and you're passing out watching the 7 o'clock news. It's terrible. You don't want to live that life. You want to be your old self, and that's exactly what they can do for you at the Alabama Men's Clinic. 598-7000. They'll give you a test with your initial consultation, and if you are able to pull that off, oh, my friends, they'll get you in the zone with whatever it is, whatever method you choose. They have a variety of different methods for getting the testosterone into your body, which is very, very cool. 598-7000. Online at alabamamensclinic.com. You can make an appointment there in 30 seconds or less. You can also ask about ED treatments, hair loss, weight loss, peptides, GLP-1s. They have all of that and more. It's urology-backed science, and it's powered by Men's Pro. Alabama Men's Clinic, 598-7000, alabamamensclinic.com. New York's iconic pizza and bagels may soon taste a little different if lawmakers do, in fact, move to strip out additives that can cause cancer and other health problems. April 21st, the State Assembly passed the Food Safety and Chemical Disclosure Act, which targets potassium bromate, a chemical often used in flour to help dough rise higher and look whiter, along with Red 3,
Good luck with that.
propylparaben. Propylparaben.
Yes.
I'm going with that.
Easy for you to say.
And other additives.
I don't think I want any of that.
Potassium bromate can cause cancer and kidney damage, while others can cause cancer, behavioral issues in children, and hormone and reproductive harm, according to a memo accompanying the bill. Look, I make pizza crust at my house, and I use just regular old flour. It doesn't have potassium bromate in it, and it's fine. You can make dough without it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be ginormous fluffy.
No, it's
right?
not. It's not essential.
It's not perfect.
You can even make it super colossal fluffy without potassium bromate. You just have to, follow the right recipe. It's sort of a cheat, is what it comes down to. Measure heads to Kathy Hochul, the governor, who could make New York one of the latest places to crack down on the additives commonly found in everything from pizza and bagels to processed foods. Dun, dun, dun. Processed foods.
Don't take it all away, I mean.
Well, some of it has to go. I mean, we've talked about this, the
does.
colors and the artificial flavors and all the stuff. That's
not good for us.
Dagnabbit.
And it's in a lot of foods, folks. I mean, it really is.
There's stuff in there that they won't allow in other countries, and there's a reason for that. Maybe we should start looking into it. Hey, Popeyes is coming back. First off, they've got a couple of new sandwiches and the brand new.
Bland new?
Bland new. It's
bland and it's new.
But it's new.
But it's improved.
Fan favorite wraps, including 3 signature flavors, classic, spicy, and a brand new blackened ranch.
Have either of you had their wraps?
I have not.
Popeyes wraps? I haven't
have
either. I did try Raising Cane's this week.
I heard.
It's pretty good.
I'm not
But
that
I don't know if
big
they
a
have that
fan
wrap.
of the chicken finger. I don't know. I don't. The chicken
They
tender.
have a chicken sandwich. You can get that.
All right. I mean, I could do like a chicken breast. I'm better with that.
The chicken finger was pretty darn good.
Okay.
Really juicy.
I'll take your
Pretty
word
good.
for it. Each wrap delivers Popeye's legendary Louisiana flavor rolled up in a delicious snackable bite at a price point to love. The perfect addition to any meal, said the Popeyes press release. Shockingly. $3.99 for a wrap. Does that sound wallet friendly to you? How big is it?
Yeah, that's a big question right there.
There's also
That's
got
not
a
bad.
honey barbecue chicken sandwich. And a honey barbecue bacon and cheese sandwich. Sounds like the same with bacon and cheese on it. Okay.
That's not a problem, though. Bacon and cheese?
Yeah. I'm
Sounds
not
like a
against
plan.
it. I got to, look, I learned a long time ago, get what you went for. If I'm going to Popeyes, I really want that chicken sandwich, and I'm not sure I want to mess with it or add to it or anything like that, because if I'm disappointed, I'm going to be like, should have gone with the original.
Mm-hmm.
Hate spending that money.
I don't know. It's kind of funny to me, and I'm sure it's good, but when I think of chicken wrap, I start thinking of somewhat healthy, and this is not healthy because it's fried chicken inside the wrap.
No.
So
Nothing
I almost
healthy
say,
about
why
this.
don't you put it? Why are you wasting it on a wrap? Put it in a bun.
Right. You may as well. I mean, at this point,
come on, let's do it.
you've
Right,
already given up. I
right.
think the one-hand eating, though, just, are you driving while you, whatever.
That may be why chicken fingers are so popular,
Could
because
be.
you can
Yeah.
dip it and eat it while you're driving.
But if you stop and think about it, why stop there? Kind of led Papa John's to be doing things where you get 3,000 milligrams of salt.
God, that's a lot of salt.
You fold that pizza in half. Just
No,
Mhm.
on that thing.
make sure you got the lunch buddy on.
You're gonna need it.
McDonald's $2.50 McDouble is sparking backlash. Americans say fast food is no longer cheap. Oh, did they just figure this out?
Congratulations.
Why do you
Welcome
think
to the club.
they've been doing this for months now?
Used to be on the dollar value menu. It was 99 cents just 10 years ago. But what is the same price as it was 10 years ago?
Not hardly anything.
Hookers.
I would
That's
say,
about it. Really?
You
I
sure
would
about
say
that?
let's compare COVID to now. That's a better.
There you go.
10 years from now isn't really a fair assessment.
No, I don't think so.
But I think from COVID to now, there's been some ginormous leaps.
Absolutely. On social media, some folks have voiced their distaste for McDonald's seemingly never-ending price increases, claiming the customers are falling for the old switcheroo. This according to The Takeout. Anybody remember when McDoubles used to be 99 cents? It was only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Only 10 years ago. Thing was $1. They sell billions of burgers, and I'm supposed to be impressed by $2.50, said a commenter on X. How many burgers they sell is of no consequence. You know, they have got to make a profit. Beef is more expensive. Obviously, labor is more expensive. It's getting harder and harder to get people to work for you, so you have to pay them a little bit more. This is what we said was going to happen when you started getting the $15 an hour wages for fast food workers.
You can't
prices-
complain anymore that it gets passed on to the
There you go.
consumer.
You also
You were warned.
You can't complain when the
No.
kiosks come in and you're ordering that way, because that's going to happen more and more. But yeah, I don't know. $2.50 for a Mc. I will say that McDonald's does seem to be spiraling out of control. I don't remember the last time I went there. It's a couple of years ago, and I think I mentioned I got a quarter pounder with cheese value meal. Wasn't a value meal. It was just a bundle. It was one of their numbered meals. I think I got the one with bacon on it, because I was like, okay, let's try a QP with bacon, see how that goes. So they threw, I'm sure, a little extra money on that. But with fries and a drink, it was like $13.50. I thought, oh, you just ate a hole in a 10 and a 5, man. What are you doing to
that
me?
Hurts. And I told you when I went, I think it was late last year.
Yeah.
Wrong order.
Oh, you got the Big Mac, and it wasn't that big.
Big Mac,
As I
fry,
recall.
and a drink. And it wasn't a Big Mac.
It was a Baby Mac.
It was chicken. It was a chicken nuggets.
Little Mac.
Oh,
Yeah, and some kind of sauce in there. And
Oops.
yeah,
Wow, really?
I was
Big
like,
Mac, and suddenly you got chicken.
I got chicken.
I mean,
fingers.
confusing burgers is one thing.
I
Yeah.
know, but it was
When you,
nuggets.
Big Mac on the order, chicken nuggets, that'll
I
work.
told you how I feel about the McDonald's nuggets.
You didn't
No,
even get
I'm
the
not
right
even-
animal in
no,
here.
No,
The hell's wrong with you
it's pretty
people?
disappointing.
Come on. Burger King seems to be taking a bite out of McDonald's, maybe because they're not charging as much. I don't know. But they did say, look, we're going to try to do better. And that they, whether this is long lasting or whether it's just a flash in the pan, because the Burger King CEO came out and said, give us another try. We're going to
Listen,
do better, I swear.
The CEO has got to go where some of these chains are struggling.
Sure.
And Birmingham is a good example.
Oh, yeah.
You can do what you need to do for Burger King, but until you fix the issues at some of these franchises, you're not going to
Exactly.
fix it. And I mean, doing a video where you're taking a ginormous bite out of the burger, that's all great, but you need to fix some
It
things.
might get some people excited. I don't know. Like I said, it might be short-lived that you have a bunch of people show up at these things because they've been invited.
I think, though, that it also proves a point Valerie has made that we want to like Burger King.
We want
we
to.
do.
You know,
We did
and then
like it.
Then the CEO comes in and says, hey, we're making changes. Please come try us again. People go, okay, I'll give you the shot.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Like I said, still haven't seen a line at that one down the block from me. And
The one down here on
One down there
Lexmore, I
doesn't seem to have
don't
one
really see
anytime
a
I go
whole
by
lot.
it either.
no, I'm still waiting on that. An 11-year-old in Lubbock, Texas, has raised enough money through a lemonade stand to buy her father a headstone. Now we're just waiting for him to die. And
Richard,
what?
That's not the story.
Well, that's not the story?
You sure about that?
Maybe I should read the whole story before I just read the headline, huh?
Aw.
Maybe.
Texas girl says she'd been wanting to help honor her late father at his final resting spot since losing him nearly 2 years ago. And thanks to her hard work and the outpouring of community support, her dream has become a reality. 11-year-old Kaylee Hernandez said the family had planned to get her father a special headstone, but they'd not been able to afford it. So this past weekend, Kaylee opened a lemonade stand in her father's name to raise funds for him, and community members lined up to support the cause. She raised $3,000,
Oh.
giving her enough money to purchase the headstone. She immediately went out, bought an Xbox, and said, okay, let's open the lemonade stand
She
again.
probably had enough money for an
That's,
Xbox and a headstone.
I don't know. What does a headstone cost?
I imagine
nowadays?
they're a little pricey.
I know. My plan is
somebody,
to be.
somebody take care of this.
I
Oh, my
want. I
goodness.
would like to be cremated, and I want my ashes spread over my enemies,
Your enemies.
all of them.
Who
Gather them in one place and just dump the ashes on them. That's what I say.
You might not want to ask who he's putting into that particular list
They
there,
know who they are.
they do.
They're aware. KFC has introduced 4 new limited-time menu items, but the one that really stands out is the boneless bucket for one. This is an international favorite, and it's now available in the U.S. What exactly is the boneless bucket for one, you ask?
Yes, I
Sure,
asked.
I'll ask.
What do you have
It's
in
a
it?
pretty fair question. It's already a favorite in several European countries. It features 3 original recipe tenders, 5 nuggets, fries, and a medium drink of your choosing. And the 2 new sauces pair perfectly with the bucket. Honey chili crisp is equal parts sweet and spicy, ensuring a flavorful profile with each bite.
Do you feel like we've got too many choices now with fried chicken, like fingers and sandwiches? I mean,
No,
it almost seems like the chicken's taking over the burger.
Well, it's-
what
You know what I
country
mean?
do you live in?
It's on its way.
It's the greatest country on earth.
Yes,
All right.
that's right.
We like
That's
to have
right.
choices.
I'm just saying.
Uh,
Popeyes and this and
there was
Raising Cane's and Guthrie's.
When KFC
Zaxby's.
got started, the idea of chicken being a fast food was like completely foreign to people. That was like, what? That's not going to happen. What are you, crazy? No, people are not going to go. And little by little, it's developed. And then, of course, Chick-fil-A came along and
Took
made
it.
the chicken sandwich, and it has gone to whole new levels. So I like having the option. The last time I had a chicken sandwich, I mentioned this was a month or 5 weeks ago, I think, when I stopped by Jack's, because I knew I wasn't going to be eating dinner until like 8 or 9 o'clock that night, and it was almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I hadn't eaten all day. So I was like, okay, I'm going to come by here. I really don't want a burger, though. Oh, I'll get a chicken sandwich. I forgot Jack's has a chicken sandwich. It was outstanding. I mean, I would put it on par with Popeyes or close to it anyway.
And I'll tell you another one, and we've been to it, Waldo's.
Waldo's, Waldo's
good
is a good chicken.
I mean,
Fantastic.
There's
Love it.
10 right there we've just named.
Yeah, there's a lot of chicken places out there. Well, you know what? Go knock yourself out and maybe visit a fish place too while you're at it, just for fun. 9:50. Let's take a look at the Dixon Dividing Question of the day coming up next. the boss himself. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Dixon Divining, let's take a look at some of the text we've received. I'm so crazy. I texted my dad's surprise party on the family text line. Now he knows about it.
Oh, no. Whoops.
Good job, Bob.
Oh,
Having to do with
it
Father's Day.
happens.
Scott says, the best is when you take the whole family out for Father's Day and foot the bill at a restaurant of their choice. Yeah. I know the feeling. Jeff says, I saw a documentary once that said CNN was about to fail when the Gulf War started. Not only did that save CNN, but it forever changed news from information to entertainment. It can be both. This show is living proof. It can also be neither. Let's see here. Grumpy Old Goat says, Ted Turner was the inspiration for Daniel Clamp, the TV mogul in Gremlins 2.
Partially true.
Cannot believe you.
Joe
Excellent.
Dante actually said that it was a combination of Ted Turner and Donald Trump.
The two of them were actually very good friends. Problem with chicken fingers, says Tony, is I usually get the middle one.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Kathy says, what's not fair about fast food is that they double the price, but cut down on the size. Some of these burgers are more like sliders. That's true. Wayne says, small burger, small fries, small drink, 99 cents. Anybody? That was McDonald's when I grew up. Wayne.
That was a long
That was a
time
while
ago.
ago.
Damn, you're old. McNuggets are made from pieces and parts of the chicken that are not mentioned in polite company or in front of children, says McKee.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
Tell Valerie
Ugh.
that the Eddie Bauer finally closed and the Leeds Grand River. Okay,
That's-
Valerie,
yeah,
the Eddie
it's a
Bauer
sad
finally
day.
closed.
It's too bad.
Okay. These things do happen.
Did you
Let's-
shop there often, just to be curious?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Oh, okay.
All the time?
Just
Yeah.
asking.
Quite a bit.
Hence the plaid shirt. Okay.
This didn't come
Dixon
from there.
and Vining's question of the
I
day.
missed a good chance. What song should you not sing in
Are you
prison?
making fun of me wearing that black sweatshirt? Seriously.
Yes, I am. You should know that I'm
Mr.
immune
Fashion.
to such things.
Yeah, okay.
I'm immune to
Go
such
ahead.
things.
What's the question?
What song should you not sing in prison, Steve West?
Shania Twain, man, I feel like a woman.
That's a good one
Whoa.
right there. I like it. What about you, Valerie?
Kiss you all over.
Oh,
Exile.
Yeah, not a good one either.
Oh my.
How about you, Richard?
I think Afternoon Delight would be bad. Tracy says anything from the Brokeback Mountain soundtrack.
Is there a
let's
soundtrack
see.
on that?
I bet there is.
Maybe.
Eric Carmen, All By Myself. All by my. What about the Weather Girls? It's Raining Men.
It's raining
Another one
men.
bites the dust.
Hallelujah.
Joy says, I like big butts and I cannot lie. Okay. Sex and Candy by Marcy
Oh,
Playground.
boy.
Wow.
Baby Got Back, that's the one. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. I think you can sing that. They sing it all the time, don't they? Coming for to carry me home. That's the way, I like it.
Grumpy old goat. Anything by Barry White.
Yeah, baby. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? The Bellamy Brothers. Thank you, Tracy. Robert says, my ding-a-ling. Tonight's the night, but Jimbo says. Tonight's the night.
Gonna be all right.
Why don't we get drunk? And you know the rest of that
Oh,
one,
no.
says Dave.
Yeah.
Richard says, bend me, shape me any way you want me.
That's a bad
The
song.
American band.
For prison, yes, it would not be good.
Brooks and Dunn, Ain't Nothing About You. Billy Crash Craddock, Rub It In. Thank you. Let's see. My Kind of Lover by Billy Squire.
Nobody said stroking yet.
No, but Salt and Pepper's Push It made the list.
Well, there you go.
Push It real good.
Tommy, AC/DC, I got big balls.
What?
Ray says, something in the air tonight. I can feel it coming in the air.
It's,
Dale, hit me with your best shot.
oh.
Ooh, That Smell by Leonard Skinner. The Lemon Song by Zeppelin. Love it. Touch Me, I Want Your Body by Samantha Fox. No, Baby Come
Ooh,
Back.
wow.
Let's see, let's put the X in sex, says Joe Pat. Face Down by Two Live Crew. Don't Drop the Soap for Anyone Else But Me. That's not a real song, is it?
You made up. They made that up.
It's a parody of another song.
Deanna says Sexual Healing. Okay.
Pour Some Sugar on Me, Def Leppard.
Free Bird. Boogie in the Butt.
Oh, no.
Eddie Murphy. That's it. Bye-bye now.